Part 8 Java EE supporting technologies. Part 8 explores several technologies that support the Java EE platform. This part contains the following chapters. Chapter 42, Introduction to Java EE Supporting Technologies. Chapter 43, Transactions. Chapter 44, Resource Connections. Chapter 45, Java Message Service Concepts. Chapter 46, Java Message Service Examples. Chapter 47, Advanced Bean Validation Concepts and Examples. Chapter 48, Using Java EE Interceptors. Introduction to Java EE Supporting Technologies. The Java EE platform includes several technologies and APIs that extend its functionality. These technologies allow applications to access a wide range of services in a uniform manner. These technologies are explained in greater detail in Chapter 43, Transactions, and Chapter 44, Resource Connections, as well as Chapter 45, Java Message Service Concepts, Chapter 46, Java Message Service Examples, and Chapter 47, Advanced Bean Validation Concepts and Examples. The following topics are addressed here. Transactions, Resources, Java Message Service. Transactions. In the Java EE application, a transaction is a series of actions that must all complete successfully, or else all the changes in each action are backed out. Transactions end in either a commit or a rollback. The Java Transaction API JTA allows applications to access transactions in a manner that is independent of specific implementations. JTA specifies standard Java interfaces between a transaction manager and the parties involved in a distributed transaction system. The transactional application, the Java EE server, and the manager that controls access to the shared resources affected by the transactions. The JTA defines the UserTransaction interface that applications use to start, commit, or abort transactions. Application components get a UserTransaction object through a JNDI lookup by using the name Java comp UserTransaction or by requesting injection of a UserTransaction object. An application server uses a number of JTA-defined interfaces to communicate with the transaction manager. A transaction manager uses JTA-defined interfaces to interact with a resource manager. See Chapter 43, Transactions for a more detailed explanation. The JTA-1 specification is available at http oracle.com. Tech Network. Java. JVE. Tech. JTA 138684. HTML. Resources. A resource is a program object that provides connections to such systems as database servers and messaging systems. The Java EE connector architecture and resource adapters. The Java EE connector architecture enables Java EE components to interact with enterprise information systems EISs and EISs to interact with Java EE components. IaaS software includes such kinds of systems as enterprise resource planning ERP, mainframe transaction processing, and non-relational databases. Connector architecture simplifies the integration of diverse EISs. Each EIS requires only one implementation of the connector architecture. Because it adheres to the connector specification, and implementation is portable across all compliant Java EE servers. The specification defines the contracts for an application server as well as for resource adapters, which are system-level software drivers for specific EIS resources. These standard contracts provide pluggability between application servers and EISs. The Java EE Connector Architecture 1.6 specification defines new system contracts such as generic work context and security inflow. The Java EE Connector Architecture 1.6 specification is available at http jcp org n JSR. Detail id = 322. A resource adapter is a Java EE component that implements the connector architecture for a specific IaaS. A resource adapter can choose to support the following levels of transactions. No transaction support is provided. Local transaction, resource manager local transactions are supported. Java Transaction. The resource adapter supports the XA distributed transaction processing model and the JTA Java Transaction interface. See Chapter 44, Resource Connections for a more detailed explanation of resource adapters. Java Database Connectivity Software. To store, organize, and retrieve data, most applications use relational databases. Java EE applications access relational databases through the JDBC API. A JDBC resource, or data source, provides applications with a means of connecting to a database. Typically, a JDBC resource is created for each database accessed by the applications deployed in the domain. Transactional access to JDBC resources is available from servlets, Java server faces pages, and enterprise beans. The connection pooling and distributed transaction features are intended for use by JDBC drivers to coordinate with an application server. For more information, see data source objects and connection pools. Java Message Service. Messaging is a method of communication between software components or applications. A messaging system is a peer-to-peer facility. A messaging client can send messages to, and receive messages from, any other client. Each client connects to a messaging agent that provides facilities for creating, sending, receiving, and reading messages. The Java Message Service JMS API allows applications to create, send, receive, and read messages. It defines a common set of interfaces and associated semantics that allow programs written in the Java programming language to communicate with other messaging implementations. The JMS API minimizes the set of concepts a programmer must learn in order to use messaging products but provides enough features to support sophisticated messaging applications. It also strives to maximize the portability of JMS applications across JMS providers in the same messaging domain.